welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Eliza, come in. I'm a disabled person. I make content every Tuesday at 5 p.m. all about disability awareness, LGBTQ+ positivity and lifestyle things. And today we're going to be reviewing some of the Pride merch that has been released because it is June. So let's go. So if you're new here, I am bisexual and non-binary. My pronouns are they, them, and it is June, it is Pride Month, which is the month where all the companies bring out all the rainbow and it goes everywhere. And if you also don't know, I'm a massive rainbow fan. So I thought we could review the Pride merch and also just have a little look at whether or not companies are giving back to the LGBTQ+ community. Are they actually putting their money where their mouth is, or are they kind of just profiting off the LGBTQ+ community? This is called rainbow capitalism. This is basically where a company will shove rainbow on things but won't be donating very much or none at all money to the LGBTQ+ community, essentially just like profiting off a marginalised group of people during the month of June without actually supporting or helping us in any way, shape or form. So yeah, it's something unfortunate that we do see a lot, but today I thought we could go through, review what there is, and then have a look at their ethics, how much are they giving away, and also who is making the clothes, which is something that I think is also important, because are the people who are making it, do they have human rights, do they have LGBTQ+ rights, etc. So yeah, I'm going to be going through that as well. And before we start, I also just want to make it very, very clear that no, not everybody can shop sustainably. There are many different reasons for that: funding, accessibility, etc, etc. This is not me saying that you're a horrible person for, you know, not shopping 100% sustainably. I definitely do not believe that, because I know it's not accessible for everyone. If you can shop sustainably, that's great, but also so many sustainable things are quite a lot of money, or like charity shops, and they may not be that accessible, etc, etc. And we need to hold these companies accountable, not the consumer accountable. So anyway, now that disclaimer's out the way, let's go! Starting off good and strong with Converse. So I haven't bought any of the merch because I'm not super rich, but we can have a look at what they've got on the website and go through it. And as I say, I'm a big rainbow fan, so I'm probably going to be liking quite a lot of the clothes. Yeah, I know so many LGBTQ+ people are like, don't just go for the rainbow. I personally really like it. Sorry, I know. Anyway, right. So this is the first one, a rainbow shoe. I'm actually quite a fan. They're different on either side, and they've got like rainbow on the back, which is really cool. For anybody who is visually impaired, basically they're like a white shoe with a rainbow sole. So like they've got like blue, purple, red and orange in different sections on the back. They've got like a rainbow trim and rainbow laces and a rainbow tag on the back. And the bottom shoes are like zigzaggedy. I don't really know how to explain that in any better way. And they've also got the Converse logo, which are rainbow. I quite like these, actually. I'm quite a fan. Let's have a look at what else they've got on their website for Pride Month. So they've got just like a standard white Converse with a Converse logo with the Pride flag. And then on the other side, it's got like a swirly Pride flag, which I also quite like. It's also the inclusive Pride flag, which we love to see. And the soles look like they're rainbow as well. Yes, the soles are rainbow. Oh, I like these as well. I'm really sorry. I am a fan. I kind of want to buy them low-key. How much are they? Let's have a look. They are... They are £85, which is quite expensive actually for Converse. So yeah, I won't be buying them. But they look super cute with the big bold flag on that, and I am a fan. They've also got this like space themed pattern on a blue Converse with a rainbow on the front as well. I'm not such a big fan of that, just because of like my personal preference. Obviously all of this is just my personal preference, and please do add your opinions on the clothes down below. If you have bought these and you like it, rock it. I'm so pleased for you. I'm just, yeah, talking about my own personal preference. And yeah, they've got a few other designs, some like flowery designs, some with like the Pride flag on the base of the shoe, things like that. I am quite a fan of this actually, to be honest. I like things that are like subtly rainbow, that have like a bit of rainbow on that aren't like all rainbow all over, like head to toe. I like the fact that this has got like subtle rainbow on it and nothing that's like too overwhelming in my opinion, but then again I do wear like rainbow dungarees. So let's have a look at what Converse has actually said about what they're donating to the LGBTQ+ community. So Converse will be donating a portion to the LGBTQIA community from the brand's ongoing partnership with It Gets Better project. To support the organisation's education invitees on TikTok and Twitch to empower young LGBTQ+ people. They've worked with LGBTQ+ people as well to create this launch, which is good to kind of like actually get LGBTQ+ people involved in designing the Pride merch. They've said that they're going to be donating money, but I can't find how much they are actually going to be donating, which to me is a bit, I don't know, not ideal. And for the people as well, they have got like overall 3 out of 5. So I'm using the Good For You app, which I will leave link down below. Basically, that's an app where they show what companies are doing, if they're doing good things for like the people who work for them or not. And they've got like a straight face. And so they say 3 out of 5 for the people. With the labour, they have the supply chain is certified with the FDL workplace, including the final stage of production. And so they received a score of 50 to 60% in the Fashion Transparency Index, which is not great, but it is better than quite a lot of companies, unfortunately. But overall, I did quite like the Pride collection. It's good to see that they have some good ethical policies in place, but it's not great. So I've rated them a 4 out of 10, and this is because we can't find how much they're going to be giving away to this LGBTQ+ charity. And so they could be giving away £1 for all we know. Obviously, they're probably not, but you know, saying I'm going to give money to so-and-so is not really ideal if you're not going to give the exact amount. Okay, moving on to the next one is Dr. Martens, and I really like this collection. In fact, I have the boot version of this exact collection, but they normally bring out like 1 or 2 Pride collections, and this time they've brought out the 1461 Pride Smooth. Basically, it's a black Dr. Marten with a sewn-in Pride flag into the leather and rainbow laces and rainbow stitching. I really, really like them. They are £119, so they are quite expensive. They're 100% leather, and they've got the classic Dr. Marten sole, no rainbow sole or anything like that. I know in the past they have done a rainbow sole. I quite like these as well. Again, I love the subtle rainbow without it being like too overwhelmingly rainbow all over the place. I think this is quite nice and subtle. I know in the past they have done like complete full rainbow head to toe, every aspect, whereas this is like a lot more subtle and something that you could also wear all year round. I mean, I guess you can wear like rainbow all year round, nobody's stopping you, and if you want to do that, absolutely 100% go for it. But I just think it's nice to have like a bit of a subtlety to them. So let's have a look at how much Dr. Martens are donating. I personally really like their shoes. As I say, I literally have the boot version, so I am biased there. So Dr. Marten's statement says, each year we donate to AKT, a homelessness charity which supports young people facing homelessness after coming out. Pride remains important as ever. This year we've donated over £90,000 to various LGBTQIA causes around the world. In Europe, we're proud to support charities such as AKT, AIDS Foundation, Le Refugee, I think that is. However, so they are donating, what do they say, £90,000, which does seem like a fair amount of money, but last year during the pandemic they had a revenue of £67 million. Now that's a revenue, not a profit, so obviously we don't know how much profit that would be, but that is definitely just something to consider. How much are they realistically donating? And also let's have a look at who is making the product. Again, I'm using the same website again. They've got not good enough, and they've actually got 1 out of 5 for people, which is pretty low. The labour rating is very poor. None of its supply chains is certified by labour standards, which ensure workers' health and safety, living wage and other labour's rights. They received a score of 0 to 10% in the Fashion Transparency Index. Now, I just also like to make it very clear that it doesn't mean that companies aren't doing stuff if it's not on this website. It just means that they're not being transparent about it, which is not really ideal. And why would you not be transparent about it? But it doesn't mean that they're not doing it. So for example, there are some companies that will score very low on this website just because of how it works with their criteria, but might be doing great things because they're not talking about it in the way that this website looks for it. But that's what the website says, and that's what we're going off for this particular project, this particular video. I've rated them a 5 out of 10. They need to do better on their labour side of things. It's not good. And obviously when we're talking about LGBTQ plus people, we're talking about all LGBTQ plus people, not just people that are in the UK or in Europe, etc. We're talking about everybody across the world. So if you're not giving people correct funding, payment and things like that, that is not okay at all on any level. So yeah, not really ideal, but I do think that the product is nice. Okay, moving on to the next one, which is Tiva, which I think I'm actually saying wrong, but I'm going to say it like Tiva because that's the way that I've learned it. And yeah, you can correct me in the comments. So this next one, I actually really like these as well. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I couldn't find like anything that was that like garish. I'm not a big fan of these platform ones at the bottom here. They are basically a platform sandal with the pride flag on and then white straps. I'm not a fan, mainly just because it just doesn't look particularly practical to me, and they're £60, which is quite a lot of money. But I do really like these white ones with like the subtle pride like band. So basically they're a all white sandal, and one of the bands is a pride flag. I think this is really nice. They're £45, which is pretty pricey, I would say, for a sandal, but not like gonna completely break the bank. And at the bottom they've got like speckled rainbow in the shoe, which is super cute. I like that a lot. My nose is super itchy because of hay fever. Oh my God, it's so hot today in the UK. It's like 28 degrees in this room. I'm melting. Anyway, I do really like these shoes. I think they're really cute. They stand out and they're not like too out there, which is nice. So let's have a look at what Tiva have said about what they're going to be doing. So they designed this collection to celebrate equality and inclusion. This bold pride sandal elevates the original with pops of colour on the hardware and insole to help empower the LGBTQ plus community and support hard-fought freedom. They are going to be donating $35,000 to an LGBTQ organisation, and they didn't say exactly which one what that was on the website, so I had to do a bit of digging, and I found the It Gets Better project, which is basically an LGBTQ plus charity, but there was no mention that they worked with LGBTQ plus people on the website to create this collection. And again, who is making this product? Let's have a look how they scale up against other people. They've got It's a Start, so the people have got 2 out of 5, which is better than some of the other ones that we've read. So Labour is rated not good enough. It has a code of conduct that covers the ILO, the 4 fundamental freedoms principles. There is no evidence of the worker empowerment initiatives such as collective bargaining or rights to make a complaint. There's no evidence that ensures payment of a living wage in the supply chain either. So again, not really ideal. And the fact that they like didn't say the charity on the website did make me feel a little bit questionable. And $35,000, obviously they're a much smaller company than some of the others that we've been talking about. Is it enough? That's up to debate. Same with all of this funding, you know, we can debate it in the comments. Is it enough? Can corporations even really support the LGBTQ plus community or not? So I've rated them at a 3 out of 10, but I do quite like the product, I'll be honest. Okay, moving on to Primark, which has had a lot of backlash on TikTok. Lots of people don't like the collection. I have mixed feelings about it. So this first t-shirt we can see is a black t-shirt with Proud in neon. I quite like it. I think it's quite cute, to be honest. The next one is the trans flag in ombre with a little trans flag heart on it. Not such a big fan of this one personally. Again, this is just my opinion. Just not such a big fan of ombres and that kind of feel. Moving on to the next one, we're seeing like a carousel of different shirts. One of them is like a sparkly dress with rainbow. One of them is a yellow top with a rainbow, small rainbow on it. And the final one is a shirt with like neon rainbow signs on it. I'm not such a big fan of the shirt or the dress, but I do like that yellow top with that little rainbow. As I said, the subtle rainbow, I'm all for it. They do also have some quite like cute emojis that have been like sewn into the top. So they've got a peach emoji that like mimics the bum, and they've got a little aubergine emoji that mimics penises, and that's quite cute. And that's like a bit of a different way for it to not be like an obvious LGBTQ plus collection, but it's still being on theme. They've got a white top with a pride flag running across in like a band across the chest. I'm not such a big fan of that. It's a bit like out there for me, a bit like I'm gay, but like fair enough. If you want to wear it, go for it. We love supporting and seeing the LGBTQ plus community being open and honest about it. I don't know, I just feel like I would wear it for Pride and then not really wear it again. And as I say, I quite like things that are a bit more on the subtle side, to be honest, and some of these aren't necessarily that subtle, but I don't hate it. I know people have been like really slaughtering them online, and I know that they do have some other things like really bright bright neon tops. They've really gone for the neon, as if like LGBTQ plus people just wear rainbow neon all year round. So what have Primark said? Primark has said that they're all about championing, celebrating diversity, love, equality. This year we're continuing to support the ILGA around the world with donating £150,000. And in 2020 they made a revenue, and this by the way was after a massive drop in sales due to the pandemic, of £2.23 billion. So is £150,000 enough? Again, that's up to you to debate. They did work with LGBTQ plus people to make this collection, which is great to see. We love to see companies actually supporting the community and getting creatives involved. They've got a 2 out of 5 in people. So labour rating is not good enough. None of the supply chains were certified by labour standards. Living wage or labour rights, they received a score of 30 to 40% in the Fashion Transparency Index. So better than Dr. Martens, but still not great at all. And moving on to the final one, oh, by the way, I rated them 5 out of 10. Again, they need to work on ensuring that they've got more people that are actually being supported and getting correct payment. But the actual Pride collection, I quite liked. I think they did a fairly good job there. I didn't hate it. Okay, moving on to the final one. Okay. The final one is Levi's, which is my absolute favourite. So looking at the collection, they've got a really diverse collection here, and also lots of diverse people from the LGBTQ plus community, which we love to see. They've got a rainbow bum bag, they've got a rainbow bra, they've got a top with different pronouns on, they've got a rainbow belt, they've got rainbow jeans, like just with like the rainbow embroidered on there. They've got tops that you can personalise. I really like these. They're basically like the Levi logo underneath, and then you can change the text on them. They've got rainbow boxers, they've got rainbow like jackets with a rainbow pride flag on. Again, some of it's very subtle, some of it's very, very out there. I really like it. They've got a cap with a rainbow Levi's on it. I really like it. They've got rainbow socks. I'm all for it. I actually really like this collection. Unfortunately, it is like more again on the pricey side. So the graphic top is £20, the bag is £35, the bra is £25, which is a fairly expensive collection. However, they have used a lot of LGBTQ plus people in this, and I think a lot of these people are influencers and would have been paid to do this campaign, which is great to see them getting involved with the LGBTQ plus community there. Let's have a look what they said. So they said that they worked with LGBTQ plus people on the project. 100% of net profits from the collection go to our Outright Action International, which is a non-profit leading to defend human rights for the LGBTQIA community and people around the globe as well. And their annual donation helps to support the community all year round, which is great to see that they're actually giving all of their money back. Any money that they're making is going back to the community, which is great to see. Let's have a look at what they said in terms of, are there people getting support? What is the funding like there? Let's have a look. So Levi's has been rated, it's a star and 2 out of 5 on people, which again, we've seen a lot of. So the labour rating is not good enough. Almost none of its supply chains are certified by labour standards, which ensure the workers' health and safety and living wages and things like that. They scored 40 to 50% on the Fashion Transparency Index. So again, not great, not the worst, not the best. I wish then more people would be open about who they're giving, like who's getting paid. I rated them a 7 out of 10 because they are giving money back to the LGBTQ plus community, which we love to see. So yeah, those are all the Pride merches that I have rated. Which ones did you like? Which ones did you hate? Have you seen any awful Pride merches or any that you love? And please do link all the rainbow things down below, because I will absolutely 100% buy it. If you're a small business and you're making rainbow things, please link it down below. I want to see all your stuff. I hope that you're all doing well. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. It's free and you get to see more of me. And you can also follow me on Instagram at DisabledEliza across all social medias, not just Instagram. And you can also email me, disabledeliza@aol.com. Look after all of you at the moment. Stay safe, wash those hands, and I will see you at next Thursday at 5 p.m. Bye!